Hey everybody, we're gonna play KotOR today, partially because I haven't played it in a while, partially because my friends don't own KotOR, and the first planet is kind of a pain. So, everything is already set up as far as the class, the name, and the portrait. We decided on that together, so we are playing a scout class, female, named Ahsoka! Now we're going into attributes, which are your standard attributes. As you can see, I was reading the descriptions and refreshing everything. What I want you to note right off the bat is you automatically have a modifier of -1. You never want a modifier of -1. So you should get all of your attributes to 10 first, and then level up whatever you want. Unless you really don't mind the modifiers being negative. I do, personally. Truthfully, when I was going through this, I wasn't thinking too much. I always normally level up dexterity too much, and in this case, I probably should have leveled it up a little bit more because I got hit a lot and I missed a lot of hits. Dexterity is a good skill if you want to dodge, or if you're using a blaster the entire time. However, this is KotOR, you're probably not going to be using a blaster the entire time. Also, I'm leveling up my charisma a bit because persuasion is a pretty important skill in KotOR. So even if it is a cross-class skill, which for a scout it is, you still want to level up your persuasion quite a bit, as much as you can actually. Because persuasion makes the game a lot easier, and if you're like me and you like to use the light side ending and you feel bad making bad choices, persuasion is key. I've actually never played a scout. Scout corresponds best to the Jedi class of Sentinel, so if you're already planning that, oh, I want to be a guardian, then you want to be a soldier and not a scout. Or a scoundrel. If you want to be a consular, i.e. all force powers, you want to be a scoundrel. Scout is best for Sentinel. So that's what we're playing. Scout to Sentinel, and this is going to be fun, I think. Who am I kidding? The first world is never fun. Okay, now we're on feats. You do have a lot of blaster-based feats, but because I know you're going to end up as a Jedi, spoiler alert. Who am I kidding? This game is old. If you don't know that you're going to end up being a Jedi, where have you been? So I normally focus on feats that are based more around the blade. So, we got Ahsoka. Let's play! I did accidentally skip through a couple cutscenes, including the first one where they have the screen crawl. Screen crawl is actually a bit important, so you may want to consider looking that up. Also, why do characters always start in their underwear? Like, I played this game when I was a kid first, and that was really disturbing to me. Like, people don't really do that, do they? Don't answer that. Rhetorical question. Rhetorical question.
We've been ambushed by a Sith battle fleet. The Endar Spire is under attack. Hurry up, we don't have much time. I'm Trask Olgo, ensign with the Republic fleet. I'm your bunkmate here on the Endar Spire. We work opposite shifts. I guess that's why you haven't seen me before. Now hurry up! We have to find Bastila. We have to make sure she makes it off the ship alive. Bastila is the commanding officer on the Endar Spire. Well, not an officer, really. but she's the one in charge of this mission. One of our primary duties is to guarantee her survival in the event of an enemy attack. You swore an oath just like everyone else on this mission. Now it's time to make good on that oath. I heard what everyone's saying about you. You've explored the farthest reaches of the galaxy. You visited planets I've never even heard of. People with your skills and abilities are hard to find. It's no wonder the Republic recruited you for this mission. But now's the time to prove yourself. I know you're a scout and not a soldier, but Bastila needs all troops at her side during this attack. Don't be stupid. You won't stand a chance against the Sith by yourself. We gotta stick together if we want to make it out of this alive. So hurry up and grab your gear. You need to suit up so we can get out of here.
Also, something you should know about dialogue choices. Light side is typically at the top, dark side is typically at the bottom. I've only ever played light side before because I feel bad making bad choices. However, you know, if you want to play dark side, choose the choices lower down. In this case, however, I'm going to try to keep myself fairly balanced because I believe there is a penalty if, like, you're using a dark side force power and you're a light side character, or a light side force power and you're a dark side character.
Okay, let's move it. We should stick together. Because of the attack, this room is in lockdown, but don't... Now that the door is open...
This is Consonant. The Sith are threatening to overrun our position. We can't hold out long against their firepower. All hands to the bridge!
That was Karth contacting us on our portable communicators. He's one of the Republic's best pilots. He's seen more combat than the rest of the Endar Spire's crew put together. If he says things are bad, you better believe it. We have to get to the bridge to help defend Bastila. There's a map of the Endar Spire and a copy of Karth's message in your electronic journal, just in case we get separated.
I do have to mention, though, I hate the controls for PC. Before the times I played the game on Xbox 360.
That door's
controller.
locked, and I don't have the codes to open it.
Controller support for PC anymore, or ever.
On it. Done.
Oh, here it comes. Yes! I hate and love
These Sith
the
must be the
nostalgic
advanced boarding
death
party
sounds.
for the Republic! I've got a feeling that won't be our last battle with the Sith. Good thing we have med packs to heal our wounds. It might be a good idea to use one now before our next battle.
I don't need a med pack. I clicked OK and then I looked at the health bars and I'm like, I don't need a med pack. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me, son. Also, always check all containers. Like, sometimes they have credits in them, other times they have med packs. You cannot store enough med packs. Like, you think you can, and then you get to a boss battle and you drain 50 med packs in one go.
It's a Dark Jedi! This fight is too much for us! We better stay back! All we do is get in the way!
They have this fight with a Dark Jedi and a regular Jedi, and as soon as it ends, the Jedi dies. It's like, well, that's convenient. Like, seriously, what are the chances? Like, it's just not had that
That was
fight,
one of the Jedi
period.
accompanying Bastila. Damn, we could have used her help. Bastila's not here on the bridge. They must have retreated to the escape pods. We better head that way too. The Sith want Bastila alive, but once she's off the ship, there's nothing stopping them from blasting the Endar Spire into galactic dust.
Yeah, then right here. Glitches up, I go to click to loot the remains, and it gives me a blank Word document. Oh, and this.
There's something behind here. Damn, another Dark Jedi! I'll try to hold him off. You get to the escape pod.
Poor sweet
Go!
idiot. You're not gonna win against a Dark Jedi. I wouldn't win against a Dark Jedi at this point. Bye-bye! We'll never see him again.
This is KotOR on your personal communicator. I'm tracking your position through the Endar Spire's life support systems. Basila's escape pod is away. You're the last surviving crew member on the Endar Spire. Now, I can't wait for you much longer. You have to get to the escape pods.
The annoying part of PC KotOR is sometimes, for whatever reason, you just won't be able to move. When you have multiple members in your party, you can just switch to a different member of the party and you can move fine. In this case, however, I'm the only person in my party, so it takes me a while to figure out that, hey, yeah, I can save and then reload it and everything's fine, right?
Be careful. There's a whole squad of Sith troopers in there. You could reprogram the damaged assault droid to help you, if you have enough repair parts. Or you could use computer spikes to slice into the terminal and use the Endar Spire's security systems against the Sith.
You've made it just in time. There's only one active escape. I'm a soldier with the Republic, like you. We're the last two crew members left of the Endar Spire. Basila's escape pod's already gone, so there's no reason for us to stick around here and get shot by the Sith. Now, come on, there'll be time for questions later. Good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare. I was wondering if you were ever going to wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you on the escape pod. Do you remember? We've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things. But try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Taris. We were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site in all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone. Taris is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet, they've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw on your service records that you understand a remarkable number of alien languages. That's pretty rare in a raw recruit. But it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world. There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves. That smack to your head did more damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malak's Sith Master. Bastila's the key to the whole Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here in Taris. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her. Bastila's gonna need our help. Many of Darth Malak's followers have mastered the dark side of the Force, and the Sith have already killed more than their share of Jedi in this war. I doubt anyone's specifically looking for us anymore. We're not that important, but if we're careful, we can move about the planet without attracting notice, a luxury Bastila won't have. She's gonna have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how vital she is to the war effort. And Bastila's no ordinary Jedi. She has a rare gift the Jedi call battle meditation. Bastila's power can influence entire armies. Through the Force, Bastila can inspire her allies with confidence and make her enemies lose their will to fight. And often that's all it takes to tip the balance in a battle. But there are limits to what she can do. From what I understand of her ability, it requires great concentration and focus to maintain her battle meditation. The attack on the Endar Spire happened so fast, she probably never even had a chance to use her power. I'm guessing she barely got out alive, and now she's trapped here just as we are. The whole planet is under quarantine. No ships can land or take off. So if Bastila's gonna escape Taris, she's gonna need our help, and we'll probably need hers. While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. We don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and get ourselves killed. Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. We can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
All right, that's all for today, folks. You can find me live on Twitch, linked below. I'm going to aim to stream and then upload to YouTube at least once a month until I'm done with Taris, and then I want to get a planet a month done until we're done with the game. If you have any suggestions or comments, leave them below. Alright, see ya!